After so long of seeing this fucking audio on TikTok of these two nutcases, we finally saw the movie.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And we also saw Little Donkey.
Little donkey. Little long-haired donkey.
Hi, guys, and welcome back to the Charming Analysis Podcast. And welcome to 2023's Christmas Palooza!
Yay!
Oh my gosh, we can finally start this. It's been like so long.
It's been a year.
Yep. And for those who don't know, last year we didn't get to do much because we moved at the time when we were supposed to be doing the films. But we're coming back better than ever, and we're making it up to you guys this year. So we're going to do what we can to do as many episodes as we can. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, welcome to our first episode of this year's Christmas Palooza. Today we are going to be doing a double feature. We're going to be talking about Nestor the Long-Eared Christmas Donkey and A Year Without a Santa Claus.
Yep.
Which one do you want to talk about first, honey?
I guess we'll talk about the first one.
Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey.
Yes.
Alright, why don't you explain what it's about for those who don't know?
Basically what it is about is a tale of the long-eared donkey who guided Mary and Joseph to Bethlehem.
Yep.
That's the story. It's a very short, little thing.
A little ditty.
Yeah, it's a very short little ditty.
Which was interesting, because, I've actually never seen this one at all.
You've never seen any, have you never seen any Rankin Bass besides Rudolph?
Probably not.
Exactly.
Which is, I didn't even know they had that.
Well, you saw maybe Frosty, but I don't know if that's Rankin Bass.
I don't think it is. I'm not sure. I have to look it up. But anyway, what did you think of it? Because I thought it was interesting.
I thought it was also interesting a little bit. It's weird seeing these again because I keep watching them every time, regardless of whose house I was. It's like, you have ABC, I'm watching the 25 Days of Christmas, and that all the Rankin Bass ones would play, anytime on that
cool.
channel. And it was I'm sure you've grown up with it.
I've grown up with ABC, but I would look at, certain ones.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know they
you
had,
didn't venture into the other ones. It was Rankin Bass. It was Rankin Bass. It was the Ron Howard's Grinch. It was the Polar Express.
I will say this, though. For those who are wondering, we're just getting over being sick. So if we sound kind of funny, that's why.
We sound like ass.
We sound like hot garbage.
We sound like boo-boos.
But yeah.
Big doo-doos.
So you said you've watched Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey a bunch.
Watched it plenty of times as a kid. And, yeah. All I could think now on rewatching this is God, their animation budget must have been so fucking tiny.
They probably did, because don't forget, this was stop motion, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it was enjoyable. This was the first time I've actually ever seen this one. So I was actually, when I found out there was more than just Rudolph from Rankin Bass, I was like, seriously, there's more?
Mm-hmm.
Because I actually liked Rudolph growing up, so finding out there was more made me really happy.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought this was nice. It was an interesting take on the journey to Bethlehem and stuff. I thought it was an interesting take on it with the donkey and stuff like that. I also thought it was interesting, to be honest with you. I liked his design. He was really cute. I feel so bad that he kept getting hurt. This poor baby. Mm-hmm. This poor innocent baby.
Yeah.
He'd been through so much. And, everyone was making fun of him. The poor thing.
His mom died. Wow.
I still can't believe his mom died. That made me so sad. I was like, why did your mom have to die, little one? No. But yeah, that made me sad. That's probably the saddest part of the entire film, honestly.
Mm.
But, here's the one thing that I thought was interesting. We never get context of how one of his ancestors became Santa's donkey and stuff like that.
He literally, I don't know.
I just thought that was interesting. We went from semi-religious to literally, But
apparently in the Rankin Bass lore, Santa is older than Jesus apparently.
Which is interesting, because it's seriously?
Christianity is in the Rankin Bass universe, which, okay.
I thought that was interesting, but here's another thing. And something I've kind of noticed, I don't know if the Rankin Bass universes are connected, because, I feel like they would be.
Some people will argue yes.
Because it makes me wonder, is this the same Santa from, the other ones, or is this, a completely different
I
one?
believe in The Year Without a Santa Claus, it's the same Santa, because Mick Rooney plays him.
Okay. I was just curious, because I'm it genuinely makes me wonder about that. So I guess, what was your favorite thing about Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey?
What was my favorite thing about it?
Yeah.
The design was cute. That is the best thing I can say about this short, because it's
there's not really much to it. It's literally point A to point B.
It's just kind of it's a good, if you want to show it to your Christ-loving family, then I guess you can.
Also, Telly was cute. The little, cherub. She was cute.
Little cherub angel thing.
That's what a cherub is. It's a type of angel.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
there's not really much that I can, say about it, honestly. It's just kind of,
it's just kind of there.
Just kind of there. I watched it as a kid. I liked it as a kid. But now, I just, there's other better Christmas stuff to watch,
It would be interesting if we actually did, a tier list for, all the Rankin Bass films and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's something we should definitely do one day.
Maybe one day we will do that.
Because I think that'd be fun to talk about. Especially
how
many do they have?
A lot, honey. A lot. So many. And so many that don't have anything to do with Christmas.
And that's fine. It doesn't have to do with
Christmas. It's a weird one with Rudolph and, the circus. I don't know.
What?
It was Rudolph, Shiny New Year. We had to take care of the baby New Year.
Oh my gosh. That'll be a trip down memory lane.
That would be crazy. But,
anyway, I actually really liked how they actually made, it's a simple story, but I do think it's an interesting story as well.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really get to see much of, the religious aspect, I guess, of it. And, most of the time it's either one or the other. It's never really both. So the fact that they actually had a story that kind of caters to both is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because most of the time it's you either have the religious one on one side, and then the other side you just have Santa Claus and all that. So seeing one that's actually both of them in the same universe honestly makes me happy.
It makes me happy too.
Because it's showing inclusivity for pretty much everybody. You don't have to be one-sided about it. You can be either one, and you can still have a good time with this movie regardless. Which I think is good, because we need more stuff like that. We need more inclusivity when it comes to stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I don't really have much else to say about this one.
Me neither.
Because it's a bit
you have
simple.
a lot more to say about the other one.
Yeah, we definitely do. But I will say this, though. I would definitely recommend this movie if you're looking for something, I guess, to talk about with, your family and stuff like that. But it's not, to the point where, I guess it's, going to cause tension or anything. I feel like it's a safe Christmas movie to do with your family. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's, a genuinely good one. If you're nervous about showing them any kind of Christmas movies, this is definitely a safe bet if you're looking for something to show someone this year.
Mm-hmm.
Which, in my opinion, I think is definitely a good thing, especially with, how some people are, so.
Yeah. Well, they're timeless. I think Rankin Bass has always been timeless. It's just been really awkward to sit through sometimes. For me.
So that's why, it's good to have, some stuff that, people can look at, with family and stuff and not really worry.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, sorry if I sound, really sick.
You sound like a sick butt.
I'm definitely doing a lot better than I have been, but anyway. I would probably give Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey, it's a bit of a mid-movie. It's not bad. Mm-hmm. It's not good. I'm just kind of indifferent about it. It's one of the better, it's not the best one, but it's not the worst one. I consider it kind of in the middle, so I'd probably give it maybe a 6 or a 5.
I would give it a 5.
Yeah, it's decent. It's not the worst thing that they've done, but it's not the best thing that they've done.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think the stop motion's really good for it. But I will say, it's a bit mid when it comes to, like, plot and stuff like that. But then again, it's, like, 24 minutes, so it's, like, supposed to be, like, just a special, so...
Yeah.
But, I would definitely give this a 5 or a 6 out of 10. I'm kind of in the middle between it. But basically around that range, I think would be a good, I guess, ranking for me.
Yeah.
And you give it yours a 5?
Yes.
Alright. Unfortunately, we don't have much to talk about with this one, which is kind of sad. But
yeah, me neither.
But that's fine. That's why we decided let's do it as a double feature. So, next up we're going to talk about Year Without a Santa Claus. Oh my gosh. This has been a movie in the making for me. Because,
Has it?
yes. So,
Has
I'm
it?
going to give a little bit of context.
Okay, fine.
Me and Jay joined TikTok at, like, the very beginning of 2020, but, like, very end of 2019. So, like, the last month of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Before the fucking pandemic happened. And TikTok was one of those places that seemed to have a lot of, like, interesting stuff on it. And one of the audios I have constantly heard throughout my time on TikTok was stuff from this movie. Fucking Snow Miser and Heat Miser. I kept seeing so much from this movie, and I didn't even know it was from a movie. Until, like, a couple years ago, I believe. So, as soon as I told Jay about it, Jay's like, hey, why don't we actually watch the movie where it came from? And I'm like, sure, why not?
Why don't we?
And so, it is finally time we decided to talk about it. So, why don't you explain what the Year Without a Santa Claus is? Besides the fact that it's a year without a Santa Claus.
Santa gets sick, and he decides that he wants the day off from Christmas. And so two elves go down to a South Town, USA to go see if there's any more Christmas spirit and to change the weather and stuff.
Pretty much. That's basically the gist of it. But, like, here's the funny thing about this. And this is just from what I noticed watching the movie and stuff like that. They made Snow Miser and Heat Miser, like, memes, in a sense.
They did make them memes.
Because, legit, they're only, like, and I think...
They're memes.
Like, in a tiny portion of the movie, which I thought was crazy. I thought, oh, they're going to be a lot more about them. There really wasn't. There was literally just, like, at most, I think, like, 4 scenes with them, and that's the kind of surprising part, including the 2 fucking song parts they did. I counted as one song.
I don't know if they come back in anything else.
That's fucking sad. They have potential. Sorry. They have potential. That's so sad, honestly. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, honey. I guess your Snow Miser and Heat Miser don't get as much screen time.
Which I was surprised at. I'm actually surprised that they didn't have them in much, which I get. They're not a major part of the movie. It's just, with all the hype people were advertising with these two, I thought they were going to be in it a little bit more. But, regardless, the movie is still good. Mm-hmm. I personally liked this. Sorry. It's one of the better Rankin Bass ones I've seen, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I think it's an interesting concept to be like, hey, what if Santa didn't fucking be Santa for, like, a fucking day? And you kind of get to see, like, his elves do, like, all kinds of, like...
Oh, that's very interesting.
I think it's a unique concept, because we don't normally get to see stuff like that. I feel like Rankin Bass is one of those companies that's willing to ask questions, and they're willing to give us a different type of experience, instead of just the classic, stuff. Even though a lot of their shit is classics at this point.
Yeah.
But, I liked the concept of, like, what if Santa didn't deliver on Christmas? I actually liked that. I thought it was an interesting idea. What about you?
I find it interesting as well. But it is very cheesy. It's, again, Rankin Bass, so it's like, they're very slow. Like
slow build-up.
Yeah, it's very slow build-up. And because of that, I only a few Rankin Bass specials, honestly.
Yeah, I get that. I can understand.
And this ain't one of them.
Really?
Yeah, this ain't one of them. I only like a couple of them. That's it.
That's surprising, because I actually liked this quite a bit. Like, compared to some of the other ones we've seen so far. This is one of the better ones. I'm actually surprised they did. What else? So I guess, what do you think of, I guess let's talk about, like, the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the whole snow miser, heat miser thing. What'd you think of those two? Because I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were gonna play more of a part in this movie. In and of itself. Like, I thought they were gonna play more of a part in it, but maybe it's just me. What about you? Like, did you think they were going to play more of a part? Because I thought they were.
Not really. It was just kind of like, it was just kind of like these characters are here and then they're gone, you know. It wasn't something that was, you know, gonna be there for long.
I know, but I do wish they had a little bit more screen time, at least a little bit. I feel like it would have been interesting. Like, going into this movie, I originally thought that this is what I thought the movie was going to be about. This is kind of like what I thought the movie was going to be about. .png.
.png.
I thought it was basically going to be about Santa retiring, and they're basically going to try and, like, have people try and be the new Santa, and I thought those two were kind of competing against each other to kind of be Santa or something like that, because that's kind of what it seemed like from their vibe, at least. I don't know if it's just me, but that's kind of the vibe I got from the two of them, at least. But that wasn't the case at all. Like, we got to see a little bit of their rivalry with each other, which I thought was interesting, and I'm like, can we also point out that we actually get to see Mother Nature in this universe? She's so fucking tiny compared to those two. Like, Snow Miser's fucking tall, and Heat Miser's fucking, like, short, but not that short. He's, like, shorter than him, but he's taller than everybody else. I thought they were going to be, like, people size. They were, like, giant size. I'm like, damn, they're like fucking gods or something. Like, that's kind of the vibe I got from them. Like, they seemed like just brothers that just had a rivalry. Or, like, I think stepbrothers, right? I think?
I have no idea.
Something like that.
It's a brother or something.
Like, I don't know. I have to look back at the video, but I did think it was interesting seeing those two interact. And I do wish they had more screen time. I will be honest about that. They definitely need some more screen time.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion. Stop looking at stuff right now. You can look later.
I will look later, damn it.
Jay.
Go ahead.
Continue. Anyway, so I guess, what did you think of the plot of this one? Because I feel like this one had a better plot than Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey, in my opinion. This one had way better of a plot, and it was a lot longer. I think, wasn't this like hour and a half?
Yeah, around there.
I think, because Nestor was like, I'm just going to call him Nestor. Nestor was like 24 minutes.
This was 50 minutes.
Yeah, this was like about an hour, so I did find it interesting we actually got to see a bit of a longer video and stuff like that. But, sorry, it is hard to deal with this fucking nose right now. I sound like a fucking hot garbage can.
Sound like a hot mess.
I really do, and I'm kind of sad about that. But anyway, so I guess another question I want to ask is, do you feel like this is a fun movie to show around Christmas? Because I feel like it is.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Another thing I do want to ask, because I definitely agree, like, this is a bit of a better one in my opinion compared to some of the other Rankin Bass ones I've seen. But this one's also, like, kind of doing something a lot different compared to some of the other ones, which I thought was also good. So, I guess one more question before we kind of give our rank, because I'm kind of running out of stuff to say.
Okay.
Are you, or not really? Okay, so I guess one more thing I want to ask would be, I know Rankin Bass probably doesn't do much anymore, which is kind of sad. Especially with how...
They don't exist anymore.
I know, it's sad. Do you feel like if they were still around, do you feel like any of these movies, like, deserve a sequel? Or at least, like, a remake in your eyes? Because,
not
like...
to me.
Well, I know not to you. I'm just genuinely speaking. Or what if if they were still around, what characters from any of these, like, movies would you want to see in their own movie? Because I would definitely like to see Snow Miser and Heat Miser in their own movie.
Macaroni's dead. I don't want to... I don't think he can recapture that magic.
I know that, but, like...
The Rankin Bass Santa.
I know, but I'm just saying...
I don't know. There's other different ways. like I just think that, like, you know, you know what? Give other holidays a chance.
I know that, like, definitely, like, example, we don't see a lot of, like, Hanukkah or Kwanzaa stuff. Like, can we have some of that? I'm surprised they didn't do any of that. I'm surprised, like, about that, at least.
Yeah, because everybody's like, U.S., it has to be about Christ, damn it. I'm like, I don't...
Well, we have, like, plenty, and I mean this from, like, coming from point of view. We have plenty
Too many
of them.
Too many of them.
Shows, like, an entire DVD case of pretty much all the ones, like, I think fucking exist. There's a lot. So, and you say we don't have enough. Yes, we fucking do. Do you not see this entire DVD case?
Wait, where's my Yule Cat movie? Like, just say, where's my Yule Cat movie?
Oh my gosh.
Where are the troll move? Where's the troll, like, you know, Northern Troll movie? Like, where is that? Like,
they probably would make it if they were still around. I feel like they would.
Like, come on. Like, let me get other cultures in here and, like,
which they have been trying to do. They have been trying to do.
Yeah,
like, example,
horror time, but, like, actual, like, genuine, like, good feeling stuff. Not like,
I'll give an example.
Not all this ooh.
I get it, but can I say, at least, I know a lot of people, and sorry for kind of deviating from this.
I swear to God, you mentioned Krampus. I'm not going to
count that. I'm not counting. I was going to say, besides the Rugrats special for Hanukkah, technically the Ghost and Molly McGee did a Hanukkah episode and stuff like that. And that's one of the most modern ones I can think of, because that show came out, like, a couple years ago, honestly, so... They do have, like, a few. It's just not as popular, but it would be interesting. If these guys were still around, I would have loved to see their take on some other, like, holidays and stuff. I thought it would have been... I think it would be interesting. Especially with how they did Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey and combining, like, Christianity and Christmas. I feel like they could fucking do it. I feel like they could.
Yeah, but there's other stuff.
I know, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
But anyway.
Anyway, I don't really have much else to say about it.
What's your rating?
I will say this, though. This is one of the better Rankin Bass ones, and concept-wise, and, like, just overall, in my opinion, Rudolph's still gonna be my fucking favorite. But I will admit, this is probably a close second for me. This is probably one of the better ones I've seen from Rankin Bass. From, at least, from what you told me. And stuff like that. For me, I would probably give this... I'd probably give it an 8.5. I think it's pretty good. I feel like this is one of the better ones that they've done. And I like how they decided to kind of incorporate everything in this. So for this one, I would definitely give an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's good.
I give it a 6.
You give it a 6?
Yeah.
Would you watch it again?
No.
Really?
Like, I have better things to watch.
I would watch it again just for the fucking 2 characters, honestly. But if they weren't in it, I would probably give this a lower rating. But those 2 kind of made it a little bit more bearable. But anyway, enough of me rambling and enough of Jay rambling. That's pretty much the end of our first Christmas Palooza podcast. We are going to be doing some more, hopefully, sometime soon. But thank you guys for watching. And as always...
I'm Mari.
Jay!
I'm Mari.
No, you're Jay.
I'm Mari.
You're Jay.
I'm Mari.
No, you're not.
Fine, I'm Jay.
I'm Mari. And I'm Jay. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my God.
Welcome to what we deal with on a daily basis.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm Mari.
I'm Jay.
And we're out.